Grief and agony evident on their faces. The family and relatives of those who lost their lives in the tragic Gikomba fire eagerly awaiting for their loved ones to be identified.
We have successfully completed 17 postmortems. Of the 17, 9 persons were not identifiable because they had burnt beyond recognition. 8 people could be identified, and they have been identified by their relatives.
While investigation continued to identify the source of fire in the largest market, Gikomba, 8 people have been positively identified at Chiromo Mortuary. DNA samples to be taken for proper identification, as Joseph Kimani explains.
And from each body, we have taken 2 different samples so that we can subject those bodies to the process of DNA analysis. We have also on the same been able to take what we call reference samples from the very close biological relatives so that we can do a complete comparison.
The government has assured that comprehensive investigations will be carried out to establish the cause of the inferno, whose cause has not yet been established.
So we are asking for a lot of patience from the family members and the members of the public. It might take as well between a week to a month, depending on the nature of and the extent of the burns that the bodies were subjected to. Otherwise, ideally, the process of DNA identification begins from now. As we retreat back to our labs, we are going to immediately start the process of extraction and doing the other things that go with the DNA processing.
Through government agencies and private organizations, the public has been urged to donate blood while they provide different assistance. The government has set up a multi-agency team to investigate the cause of the fire, with city leaders calling the DCI to probe the perennial fires in the market. Citizens have been urged, if they have any information to assist in investigations, to report to the DCI offices.
22 people still at the hospital, Kenyatta National Hospital. One of them, adult male, is in the burns unit and is unknown at this point in time. The others have names, so meaning the families have been able to identify them. But we also know that 9 persons have been reported pending or missing. We have County Government of Nairobi, and County Government of Nairobi is willing and will support families once we have the process of identification has been completed.
By that I mean the post-mortem fees, the pathologist fees, the storage fees for the bodies, and the preservation fees. And if the money is enough, some money will go towards the coffins.
The 22 who are admitted at Kenyatta National Hospital are going through treatment. The public has been urged to donate blood to save the lives of those admitted.
So that then, depending on what support is available, it will still be useful for families to seek support from their county governments, from their members of parliament, from their MCAs, because the support from National Disaster Operations Center may not be adequate.
For Ebru TV, I'm Ode Francis.